128 robots started out. Only 4 remain. The grand finalists of Robot Wars.
3.
The 7th Wars.
2.
It's the one we've all been waiting for!
Activate.
Let the wars begin! Storm 2, the champions, Tornado, Exterminator, Typhoon, make some noise!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
This is it. The battle to push all others into the pit of oblivion. Because tonight, my friends, it's Robot Wars, the 7th Wars, the grand final! Over 16 heats and 2 semi-finals. 128 robots have entered the war zone, but now only a furious 4 survive, all hoping to win tonight's top prize of £5,000. But it's about much more than that, because are you ready to find a Robot Wars Supreme UK champion? Before we unleash hell, let's relive the road to Armageddon.
The New Blood champions have looked tremendously impressive throughout this UK Championship. Great pushability on tracks in round 2 of Heat I.
They've gone for Storm!
After the judge's decision, it was a lot easier against Steel Avenger in the Heat final.
Didn't expect that to happen. We thought we'll just pummel them into the corner, and before we knew it, they were just off.
Gaining a reputation as a mini tornado, Grim Reaper were next up in the semi-final. Another judge's decision.
And they've gone for Storm 2!
Grim Reaper beaten. And then one of the major shocks of Robot Wars the 7th Wars, the second seeds, Firestorm 5, also dumped.
The 16 seed beat the second seed, Storm 2 through to the grand final!
Very quick, good pushing ability, Storm 2. Tornado, the defending champions, started their trophy defense in sluggish fashion. Leveler 2 flipped them, but then you saw the durability of the champs. Leveler 2, pity. But what was clear, Tornado wouldn't have it all their own way.
A lot of good flippers, a lot of good discs. It's getting very hard now. Tornado, it's been around a while, but it still does the job.
Some of the rustiness was removed with a good Heat final victory over Tetanus Booster. They got the jab. Another victim in the pits.
Everyone wants a piece of you. Do you think you can survive in the arena and go all the way again?
We'll do our best. It might do it.
The semi-finals showed Tornado getting back to its best. Raging Nightmare shunted. In the pit again. But the hardest challenge was yet to come.
Gravity.
Very good flipper. Very, very, very good flipper.
But here's where the tactics and expertise of Andrew Marchant and the team came to the fore. Positioned, set up for the fall. They didn't disappoint. 4 victims in the pit out of 4.
Tornado, the champions, the first seeds, they go through to the grand final!
Can Tornado emulate the Great Chaos 2 and defend the title? From pushing boxes to an enormously powerful spinning disc and exterminator. Too strong for Killer Carrot 2. Under rarity, a spinning disc pushes one out.
Do you know, I'm not sure if a circular weapon has ever taken a robot out of the arena before.
No, I think it's only Matilda that has done it so far.
Yeah, but not a contestant.
Modified from previous Robot Wars, Exterminator in trouble in their heat final against Tsunami. A flipper. Will others have picked up on weaknesses? Will others fear the strength? One blow from the circular saw, and the big wave was calmed. Exterminator in the semi-finals.
That robot has never worked that well before.
No, we've ditched the axe and it was a good move by the looks of it.
Gaining in confidence, gaining in power and destructibility. Sent Aggro shredded. Pitted and beaten. And then on to Bulldog Breed for a place in the grand final.
Could be a good battle.
It's going to be a good battle, but he never gives up, that Bulldog.
No, nor do we.
No mercy against the dog. Watch for the power of Exterminator's weaponry in the grand final of Robot Wars, the 7th Wars. It'll make you wince.
Exterminator through to the grand final!
Could be X-rated. Exterminator. Could this be the most impressive, though? The machine of the Edinburgh Air Cadets. Typhoon 2. Look at the power against Hammerhead 2. And we haven't seen the best of it yet.
We're only vulnerable to flippers if we're not spinning, so we're going to start spinning as soon as we can.
Spinning quicker and quicker. Iron ore felt the force. Stunned. Battered. Beaten.
Tell us about the features.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, it's top secret.
Yeah, military secrets, mate.
Secrets and lies. Thermidor soon found out the grisly truth in the semi-final.
Our strategy is to immobilize our opponents using our disc, but however our tactics, I'm sorry I can't tell you them.
Military secret, of course, I keep forgetting.
We've not been able to find out anything about Typhoon. Atomic did, though. They got in a couple of attacks. Is Typhoon vulnerable? Not when spinning at top speed. Watch for this in the grand final.
The Typhoon roars all the way into the grand final!
Will Typhoon whip up a storm? Just wait and see. The draw so important. Look at that. Storm 2 against Tornado. And Typhoon 2 meet Exterminator. Craig.
So, 4 robots, 1 war zone, 1 winner. Join us after the break to find a new Robot Wars UK champion. Welcome back to Robot Wars and the grand final! This is fight time!
From Sawtrey in Cambridgeshire and #1 seed, Tornado.
Reigning champions and previous World Championship semi-finalists has all the knowledge of the war zone.
You've drawn against Storm 2. What are you going to do?
Well, it's going to be a pushing match, isn't it? 2 robots designed to ram, designed to push. Similar ideas. Controllers built by the same man, our very own Dave Gamble. So it's going to be interesting.
Has 3.5 horsepower drive on the weaponry, 7 horsepower drive altogether, a pushing box with the interchangeable weaponry, vulnerable to flippers perhaps.
From Ipswich in Suffolk, Storm 2.
Impressed us as new blood champions and has got better and better.
So, we've got to think tactically here. You're a very similar machine.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in there with him?
Tornado's weakness is being stacked up against the arena wall. They've gone out before for being stuck against the arena wall. We're lucky. If we get up there, we can probably work our way off with the arm. But we think the most likely weapon they'll use against us is their scoop with a flail that comes through it. So if we can get round, get them into the arena wall and get them wedged up against it or stuck against it, we think we're in with a good chance.
Absolutely crucial here. 18 horsepower on the drive, twice the power of Tornado, and also has a lifting weapon to expose that Tornado ground clearance.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the two teams then, Storm 2, Ed Hobbit, Tim Benson, Meryl Kolach. And Tornado, Andrew Marchant on the left-hand side, David Gamble and Brian Moss with him. So Killock's with them too, out in the arena. And Cassius Chrome. And this for a place in the final of the grand final.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Two very similar machines. Tornado and Storm 2, both 100 kilos in weight. Storm 2 trying to get in underneath that ground clearance. You see it, shove them to the arena sidewall. Oh, and they spun away and crashed into the wall themselves. Tornado, good driving away by Andrew Marchant. Very, very experienced. They're fighting for the 4th time in the wars. Now Tornado, the big heave-ho towards the angle grinder. Tornado, the experienced machine. Storm 2, the whippersnappers, the new boys, came through the new Blood Championship route, gaining automatic entry into the UK Championships. Tornado, an invertible machine, can run either way up. Can't get the front scoop in underneath Storm 2 in that mode, though. And Tornado on the defensive momentarily, and again, oh! Some shove there from Storm 2. Tornado bouncing away. When you get two pushing boxes like this, it could come down to durability. Which machine can sustain most damage within? Not exposed damage, not superficial damage, but damage to the machinery, the electronics from so much biffing and bashing. And Storm 2 doing the chasing. A storm and a tornado out there. And a battle that is blowing hot and cold for both. It's Storm 2, the aggressor there, but Tornado turning away, dodging, good driving once again, good style. Won't mind going up and over Storm 2 like that. It's not sustaining any damage, and Storm 2 not really point scoring to any great degree. That was a good attack though. Tornado bouncing away. They know they're in a battle here, the defending champions. Let's look at this again. Against the arena wall, fizzing away and bouncing down. Listen, can you hear the little flail? Tornado's little flail is not doing much damage. Storm 2 is though. The flail not doing any damage really for Tornado. And Storm 2 on top here. And the ref bot has pressed the pit release. And Tornado's been caught. Oh, just away. The champions were very nearly out. Tornado here, I think, on the brink of defeat at the penultimate hurdle of their title defense. I don't think we're going to see a repeat of Chaos 2's historic title defense as Storm 2 nags and gnaws away against the champions. It goes to a judge's decision. And they look at Ed Hoppett and Tim Benson, Meryl Kolach as their machine spins.
What a way to kick off the grand final. A whirlwind in the war zone. Storm and Tornado. We're going to have to go to the judges. They'll be looking at style, control, damage, which might be important, and aggression. While they're making up their minds, let's review the highlights of that fantastic battle.
Professor Noel Sharkey, Martin Smith and Matt Irvin look on then, the judges, as we review these highlights. Okay, Tornado on the attack, but Storm 2 using the flipper. We said that might be Tornado's weakness, and Tornado being bashed here all around the arena. What damage did it sustain, if any? Well, the aggressive machine was Storm 2, that's for sure. Tornado very nearly caught and then stylishly away, but was that enough?
Well. Tense, isn't it? A little bit. Judges made the decision. Your weapon was damaged. It wasn't working, was it? Because if you ever needed a weapon in a fight, you needed a weapon there. You were also very aggressive, weren't you? They've gone for Storm!
tease you there. You taught them all they know about roboteering.
It's the next generation of Tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more powerful, it's stronger, it's better armoured.
You don't work so effectively upside down, do you?
No,
Because
we've
the
got
scoops.
no way of getting back over, so...
You were the UK champions for a year. You've lost the title. Good year for you?
Oh, it was great fun.
You know, are you going to come back and try and reclaim your title next year?
I think we'll have a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go ballistic for Team Tornado! Teaching the masters.
Yeah, that was that was a bit tactical. That was you said the weapon wasn't working. The weapon was working. It did exactly what it was designed to do. Turned them over.
Really? I just didn't see it go up at all.
Turned them over. That's why they were running upside down. Once they're upside down, all they
you
could
didn't
do
want to
was
flip them back again, yeah?
They just ran up against us. It would have been silly to turn them back.
Yeah, fair enough. One more fight to go, and you could be the new champions of the 7th Wars. Who would you rather fight?
I think we'd rather take on Typhoon.
Why Typhoon? Because I find Typhoon to be the most destructive robot in the competition.
Well, yeah, but you see, we've still got this very thick armour on the sides. But they'll hit it, and I think they'll cause as much damage to themselves as they will to us.
Are you the fastest robot in Robot Wars?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to run away at first, aren't they?
They'll try, but we'll catch them.
You're about 25 miles an hour, is it?
Yeah, you cannot outrun the storm.
The trick with
what a tagline, sir. a little brain constantly working, isn't it? Constantly working, sir. You can't outrun the storm. Can you raise the roof for Storm?
The end of the road for Tornado, out Storm 2 through, and next up Typhoon 2 and Exterminator, the Spinners.
We've got one more to come, and
it's going to be brilliant, this next one, really brilliant as well.
Are you really excited?
Yeah, I am, actually, I am.
Look how excited Noel is. Martin, are you pretty excited?
Yes, I'm looking forward to the next one.
From Belmont in Herefordshire and number 11 seed, Exterminator.
This their 5th Wars, their first grand final.
You are up against Typhoon, which is another spinner. We have seen Typhoon cause some major damage in these 7th Wars. What are you going to do against it?
Well, their spinner takes quite a fair time to spin up to speed, so because ours only takes about 3 or 4 seconds, we're going to try and get to them quickly straight away, like try and get them over or immobilise them.
Top speeds of only 9 miles an hour. I wonder if they'll be quick enough to cut down the angle to make that opening attack, but does have a very, very potent spinning disc weapon themselves.
From Edinburgh in Scotland, Typhoon 2.
Model from previous middleweight and lightweight champions. This a heavyweight, of course.
Did you expect to get this far?
No, we didn't even think we would make it past round 1 in the heats.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The robot is beautifully made, and I don't know anything that's going to be able to penetrate that bodywork. I mean, it's so thick, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How thick?
Sorry, that's a secret.
You still can't tell me?
I'll maybe tell you before the grand final.
Oh, so you reckon you're going to get through?
Possibly.
Well, it's basically a rotating cone with a heavy steel outer ring and 4 rotating claw hammer cutters. That's what I can tell you. Duplex systems, a devastating rotating weapon, and a dedicated military team.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin and Exterminator. And the Edinburgh boys, Corporal Gary Cairns on the left, Sergeant Graham Horn in the middle, and Flying Officer Peter J. Bennett with them. And the fan club. So who's on duty? Well, for us, Dead Metal is. And Sergeant Bash with the army
3
to get the RAF into line.
Activate.
Now let's see if Exterminator can chase them down. I didn't think so before they could get up to spinning speed. Exterminator, I think, has missed its chance. I think they've missed their chance. Typhoon 2, too quick across the arena floor, and look at the spinning now. Listen to the whirring. Can you hear it? It's frightening. It's like the noise that the doodle bug bombs used to make in the war. And it comes in and smacks into Exterminator, and that's good strength. The outer armour of Exterminator withstanding the first blow. Chips of metal fly away across the arena floor. I like the look of Typhoon too, but Exterminator digging in, trying to cut down the angle, and now running away to hit the pit release. What's happened to the disc? Exterminator's disc is not working. One of the Typhoon 2 attacks must have crunched the electronics. The disc isn't working. I think actually the drive chain has come away. Exterminator now impotent. Typhoon senses they can come in for the kill. Exterminator in trouble. Oh, buckled, look at that. And ripped. You can hear the ripping of metal. I'm sure from where you sit. And look at the Exterminator boys. Brilliant so far, Marlon and Simon, about to head out, unless Typhoon does something stupid and spins into the pit, very nearly bouncing off into the pit. They're going to have to watch out there. Captain of the team, Flying Officer Peter Bennett, looks at his controls. Typhoon 2 bounces away. They're trying to stay out of trouble. Sergeant Bash gives them a flick of flame. Exterminator's still in this fight. Very much so. Oh, it's Typhoon 2 smashing the smithereens part of the arena. Cease. And Exterminator as well. I think they've had to call a cease because, yes, the arena wall was damaged. Jane's going round to have a look. I've never seen damage like this before. Exterminator hopes bashed. Our arena smashed.
Is it quite dangerous, Matt?
It's not quite dangerous, it's extremely dangerous.
Are you in danger sitting here?
Well, no, we've got two layers. It only went through one layer. That layer it went through, they're both the same thickness, but remember we've got the whole of the cage, the box, which has got the other layer, plus all the supports of it. I wouldn't be sitting here otherwise. I have to say, with all the robots we've had, this is potentially the most dangerous.
Okay, what's going to happen now? The arena has been repaired. The judges are going to allow Typhoon 2 to get up to the spinning speed that it was at before the arena was crushed. The teams are okay.
3, 2, 1.
And we're off and underway for the remaining time of this grand final battle. Oh, and as soon as we've started again, I think we'll have stopped again. Because for me, Exterminator has just been beaten. One more smash from Typhoon 2 seemed to have done it. The house robot's checking. Is there a visible decrease in the spinning speed of Typhoon 2? Oh, there will be now, because Marlon has accepted defeat. Well, terrific competitors fighting in their fifth wars. They've never been this far before. Great improvements. Worthy opposition, but beaten. And now, of course, oh, that's nice, down in the pit, save it any more severe damage. It's had enough, hasn't it? Cease. If not the championship decider itself. That place goes to Typhoon.
Well, we reinforce the arena, but all to no avail for Exterminator. Typhoon, they go breezing through!
We saw the fight. They gave you a right good battering.
Yeah.
And then they kind of broke the glass mackerel on screen, which is supposed to be bomb-proof. So we went and fixed it, reinforced it, and you wanted to carry on the fight. And it lasted about 3 seconds. Why did you want to come back for more punishment?
Well, we're here for a war. We're not here just we're here to try and win it. So yeah, like we're taking some damage. There was only going to be more damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you never know. We might have got them in the pits, but
is that the plan?
That was our only way out, was to get them in the pit. Like.
And because it hits when it's spinning, it doesn't know what angle it's going to come off on, does it?
Yeah.
So it could always come off.
Ricochet in.
It's terrible when you see a robot you like get trashed. But get down there, get your spanners out, start fix it. Ladies and gentlemen, please go ballistic for Exterminator! That's bomb-proof, that mackerel. It's bulletproof.
And we shattered it like glass.
And you shattered it like glass?
Everyone's like, I can't wait for this final. It's the most exciting final in Robot Wars ever. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you can't wait either. Let's hear it for Typhoon 2! Join me after the break when Exterminator and Tornado go head-to-head for the third place playoff here on Robot Wars.
If you've just joined us, you've joined us in time for our grand final. Storm 2 knocking out the Holders Tornado. And joined in the grand final by Typhoon as they beat Exterminator.
Can't believe it. Another grand final is just around the corner. But to give our finalists a few more minutes to prepare, we've got an extra battle for you for third and fourth place.
Here they are then, our two machines beaten already tonight, Tornado and Exterminator. Are they fit enough to compete? Third and fourth.
Team Tornado, I see that, Andrew, you've got your arm protectively around Tornado.
It's taken a bit of a battering so far, but damage has been okay. It's still going well.
Still
ready to
well.
go.
You are now in the Eliminator for the third place. You are up against Exterminator. They are working round the clock to try and fix that machine after Typhoon did the damage. Do you think they'll get ready?
I think they're going to be very tight on time. They took a lot of damage, and though they're working all out to get it fixed, I don't think they're going to get everything done. It's going to make our job a lot easier.
That was an amazing battle out there.
Yeah.
You took some damage though. What happened?
The biggest problem in that particular fight was it hit us very hard, and it's fried both the batteries. The batteries are both dead.
I mean, it looks twisted. It looks beaten up, but it's only superficial damage.
It's only superficial, and the disc will be working again for the next fight.
Does it look okay to you?
Exterminator.
The machine of Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin. Well, they look confident enough.
Tornado.
Seems to have stripped fitter for this playoff, for me anyway. Tornado. The reign of champions over for Andrew Marchant, David Gamble and Brian Moss.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Matilda making her first appearance in this grand final. And Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1, activate.
This for third place then. Tornado quickly on the attack. Can get up to 10 mile an hour top speeds. Not great, but it's the fact it'll push all day long that makes it such a strong competitor. And I don't think Exterminator was ever going to be fully ready for this playoff. They came into the arena, they talked the talk, they couldn't walk the walk, could they? In trouble straight away. That spinning disc isn't working. And I think or is it? Yes, it is now, look. Just beginning to crank up through the speed, the spinning disc. Biting into Tornado. Scratching the front scoop. Bashing away. Not fully operational, not at its best as an Exterminator. Oh, and turned over, I think by a combination of a Tornado push in one direction and Matilda's fly wheel spinning tail in the other direction. But they're okay, or are they? Look at Tornado. Poor old Exterminator taking some damage again. They've got hydraulic spikes out of the side, by the way, if you're wondering what those cones are all about. Not greatly impressive. But the spinning wheel has been throughout this championship. Oh, and I think that's a bit of Sir Killalot that's come off. They've taken a bit of Sir Killalot's armament off. Well, that's a trophy. They'll want to take home. Tornado on the attack, though, relentless as ever. And another slam from Tornado. Exterminator. How are the batteries in this playoff? Tornado still chugging away. The pit descends. Tornado. Not first place in the 7th Wars. Third, some consolation. As a little bit of a nut or a bolt goes running across the arena floor. pushed into the CPZ with the pit release tyre. Tornado wants a little bit of that as well. Matilda's thinking about coming in. Oh, there's something shiny on the wheels of Tornado. Is that hydraulic fluid? Is that oil out there? They can't get any traction. They can't get out of the CPZ. But Exterminator won't be able to draw them into any more peril because they're about to be counted out. Out they go. Exterminator finished 4th. Tornado 3rd. And Matilda can wreak havoc.
Cease.
Explosive bronze medal, a place on the podium. 3rd place goes to Team Tornado. I bet you'd be happy if you never saw Matilda again.
Yeah, we were cringing a bit there.
You had a lot of repairs to make.
Yeah.
To the robot.
Yeah.
After the fight with Typhoon.
Got most of it together. I don't know whether that's what's affected it now. It cut out on us, all the drives cut out.
But even so, the weapon was working splendidly well.
Yeah, it was going all right. They're a hard robot to fight. They dog you down all the time, don't they? You've got to be there attacking. Or
it's like an Energizer bunny, isn't it? It just keeps coming at you. It goes on and on and on and on. It's like a piston.
Yeah.
You're great competitors. We love having you on Robot Wars. We hope all that damage isn't going to cost too much and isn't going to stop you coming back
we'll
for more carnage. Let's hear it. What a robot team. Exterminator! Well, you go out on a high at least.
Yeah.
Having your mate Dave sold all your secrets to Storm. And the masters got taught lessons from the students, really. When you were trying to get them in the pits, I noticed that your wheels were just spinning and they were all wet. What was all that?
Matilda managed to clout the side of Killalot, and so there was hydraulic oil leaking out of Killalot all over the place. And we were sitting there, we had full throttle on, and Tornado was going nowhere. All the wheels were spinning.
Ladies and gentlemen, they were great champions. They're a great robot. They're great guys. Go ballistic for Team Tornado!
And this is the one we've been waiting for. A hurricane of action in the grand final between Storm 2 and Typhoon 2.
Oh yes, it's all come down to this. And 2 awesome robots are now preparing for the fight of their lives.
Well, this is really gearing up to be one of the most explosive finals ever in Robot Wars history. This is the 7th Wars final. We have got the destruction of Typhoon ready to go and the power of Storm on this side. I'm going to go to you boys first. Now, this is your first time at Robot Wars.
It is.
And here we are in the final. Amazing.
We didn't even think we'd make it past Heat 1.
Well, you're in the grand final now.
Yeah.
The last battle you were in, you tore Exterminator to pieces.
We did.
How much power were you actually running out there?
We were nearly at full, around about 90%.
Sir?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm very, very pleased to be in the final of Robot Wars, and it really is a testament to the engineers that have been helping the cadets to get this far and interest them in engineering.
It is an amazingly powerful machine. I mean, do you think you're going to be able to take Storm 2 on, though? They're a very powerful machine themselves.
Well, as before, if they get to us before we can spin up and stop us spinning, we're in deep trouble. But if we do manage to spin up, then you've seen the destruction that machine can wreak.
Good luck, lads. Ed. You saw that last fight, did you?
Against Exterminator?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
What did you think?
I think they did very well. I was very impressed. But Exterminator is a weakly built robot. Aluminium chassis, very, very thin scoop. Scoop's only made out of 2 mil thick titanium. I don't know how they're going to fare against us. They've never hit anything as hard as this. So I'm quietly confident. I think we've got the speed to catch up with them. Gary was saying that his tactic is to run away basically and spin up to speed. So they'll be tactically running away from us. We'll be tactically chasing after them. And once we get near them, once we get that disc stopped, I think it's going to be curtains for them. We can flip them over. We can put them where we want. To be honest, I'm not particularly bothered about them.
Storm 2.
Very strong, very quick, very impressive. Merrill Kolach, Tim Bentz, Ed Hoppett.
Typhoon 2.
Rotating cone with the claw hammers on the side. The machine of Corporal Gary Cairn, Sergeant Graham Horn, Flying Officer Peter Bennett, their teammates.
Roboteers, stand by.
The frenzy building. Jane's got caught up with it. She's right by the side of the arena. Matilda's in the arena, in the war zone, for the house robots. And completing our gruesome twosome is
3,
Killalot.
2, 1, activate.
This for the UK title, champions of the 7th Wars. Typhoon 2 allowed to get up to spinning speed and bouncing away, deflected away off Storm 2's front scoop, or maybe the side skirt. Now that's interesting, certainly withstanding the first bash from Typhoon 2. Only a deflecting blow, nothing more. They look pensive. This is going to be the hardest battle they've faced, the boys from the Edinburgh Air Cadets. Storm 2 giving chase. Surely they can't expect to get in underneath Typhoon 2's ground clearance. It's half a centimetre, but they're moving too quickly, I would have thought. Again, deflecting away. Piggybacking up on top of Storm 2, and Storm 2 lifting Typhoon 2. Very close to the arena wall.
If it goes over, that's it.
They're right in front of Jane over there. If it does go over, it's all over. But Typhoon lives to fight another moment or two. This is close stuff. Now, they're vulnerable when they're not up to full gyroscopic speed. And at the moment, it's like pinball out there. And again, Storm 2 giving chase, and Typhoon 2 is really up against it. Storm 2, with the pushing power of a tornado and the clever use of the flipper of a firestorm, is really on top here now. Typhoon, slams another great chunk out of the arena.
Smash the arena.
Seats is called. They smashed the arena. Second time this has happened in the grand final. Jane.
It's done it again. Smashed the arena. Once again, that is one powerfully destructive machine out there, Derek. They've done it again to your beautiful arena.
They keep breaking my stage. They're terrible, aren't they?
Derek's very upset about this.
We'll mend it and we'll go again. No problem.
Judges, what do we think so far?
Well, it's very even so far, isn't it? It's a real shame they've destroyed that sheet out there, but I don't think it's a huge problem.
Perhaps Storm at the present moment is ever so slightly ahead, but it can go either way. We've got to see the damage, as Noel rightly says.
It could go either way. It is just an amazingly explosive battle. As you can see, the arena's now in bits, but they're going to restart it very soon.
What do you think, guys? Should Typhoon 2 and Storm 2, should they keep on fighting? The audience want them to keep on fighting while they're deciding whether they're going to go back into the war zone. We're going to have to take a quick break. Come straight back here. This is a wicked grand final.
Welcome back. We have our third place robot, Tornado, clinching the playoff. But the grand final between Typhoon and Storm was halted at that point.
Welcome back. Now, before the break, There was some major controversy here on Robot Wars during the grand final between Typhoon 2 and Storm 2. We had to stop it. Well, the arena has now been repaired. But what about the robots?
Well, Craig, I can tell you, the two grand finalists are back in the war zone.
Roboteers, stand by.
Typhoon 2 and Storm 2. And the judges once again allowing the Typhoon 2 team to spin up the speed they were at before the cease was called.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Storm 2 on top before the cease, according to the judges, and again pursuing Typhoon 2. Typhoon 2 take off, bounces down again. Matilda very close. Storm 2 pushing them into that CPZ and trying to lever them out of the arena. Storm 2 notching up points by the second here, and by my crude reckoning, ahead in this grand final. And the Edinburgh Air Cadets team look mighty, mighty worried. I think the way they reached this grand final would have had them as favourites. Oh, and just then, angling away off the pit, off a little chink maybe on the arena floor, but they're very close to the pit this side. The pit has opened. Typhoon 2, was that a turning point in the final as they just moved away at a curious angle from the pit? Storm 2's chase has slowed. Very curiously, I think that was a turning point as they literally turned right. And Typhoon 2 under pressure again from Storm 2. But is it just me, or is there as much menace about the Storm 2 push now? Perhaps there is. They've got Typhoon 2 into the CP7, and in comes Matilda. And certainly the grand final favourites are up against it here. Storm 2 closing again. Typhoon 2 can't get up to spinning speed. Very, very level still though, and only seconds remain. Storm 2 away. Oh, what's happened to Storm 2? They've taken some damage on the front. Where on earth did that happen? That is major damage. Major damage to Storm 2. As the grand final turned again. What a twister this was. The judges will have to decide it. Look at the damage later on. I just wonder whether that will be decisive after all their hard work. Well, they are our three wise men. No question, Storm 2 the more aggressive. Early on, levering Typhoon to spinning submission. They couldn't spin. Typhoon came back strongly, I felt. Again pursued by Storm 2, a little hop and a jump. But they were spinning and causing damage at that moment. Levered up. I think it turned there as they bounced away, dodged the pit. Storm 2 went in and somewhere here sustained major damage. That could be crucial.
Because damage is the important criterion in the scoring, it's important we're very clear about the damage that's done to each robot. The aggression is obvious, the control's obvious, the style's obvious, but the damage from where we're sitting is not obvious.
No significant bodywork damage, is there? Which way is it gonna go?
It's nerve-wracking up here. The judges are still making their decision. One of the most controversial and incident-filled finals we've ever had on Robot Wars. I'm going to ask the audience, if you think that Typhoon 2 won, make some noise! If you think that Storm 2 won, make some noise! Well, if it was down to the audience, I think you guys swung it. But as you know, it's down to the judges. The judges said that style was won by Typhoon 2. They said that control was won by Storm 2. They said that aggression was also won by Storm 2. They've said that damage, there's a bit of your robot back, was won by Typhoon 2. Now, because of the way the scoring is awarded for those categories, damage carries more weight. They've gone for Typhoon! Controversy in the war zone. The audience are not happy with the decision. The judges aren't happy with the decision. But it was unanimous because of the way it's loaded in the scoring. How do you feel about that?
Bit gutted.
The judges did inspect the damage personally, and to be fair, Typhoon looks like a brand new robot.
To lose one body panel against Typhoon, when other people were coming out in a bin bag, is pretty good going.
You must be very proud that it's still in one piece.
Yeah.
You won the New Blood Championship, and you've just gone out in the grand final. You came second. I mean, what a robot. Any improvements for next year?
Yeah, I'm going to learn to weld.
You're going to learn to weld. Ladies and gentlemen, please, what a robot! Go ballistic for Storm 2! Controversy's never very far away in Robot Wars, as you know.
True.
But the judging system does say that damage is worth more, and you do look like a brand new robot. Okay. Can you believe you swung it?
No. I did actually think that they would get it.
So, you're the grand champion?
We are.
I can't believe you did it.
Neither can I.
You're an unseeded robot.
We were.
You've done some damage to some robots, done some carnage. What's your abiding memory? What was your favourite fight throughout the wars?
Probably the first one where we properly spun up against Hammerhead 2.
So, hey, I'm chuffed for you. You've been a great team. It is controversial.
Yeah.
But hey, so what? You're the champion. You're going home with the medals. Can we hear it for the new grand champion in the 7th Wars? This is Typhoon 2! And to present the award, can we please bring on the stupendously beautiful Miss Jane Middlemiss?
Congratulations.
Cheers. Show the audience, you're the champions! There's a new terror in the war zone.
Secure the applause.
We've got a brand new champion on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
Next time on Robot Wars, The Annihilator. It's our version of Metal Maniacal musical chairs. We start with 6, miss a beat, miss a trick, and your history. Last spot standing wins.
Next on Challenge, the Pointless Celebrities return with Alexander Armstrong, underachieving but looking ever so showbiz doing it. Over on Pick, Harmony Thy Name is SG1. It's the Stargaters.